Hi. Today I wanted to show you a different concept for a minecart intersection. Um, so assume that you, for example, have your base here, and maybe you have like a farm here, or maybe this is spawn, and maybe something else here. And you want to travel maybe with minecarts to these destinations. Then you typically have something like you go somewhere, and then you have a hub where you maybe have a set of buttons or a selector panel, and then you can decide where you want to go next. For example, if you want to go to green here, you would probably enter the minecart here, go to this intersection, do something manually, and then go to green. I was thinking of doing something here a bit more automated, so that especially if the distance are long, for example, if I enter a minecart here, that if I come to this intersection here, that I will automatically be routed into the right place where I want to go. And especially if these distances are long, I want to maybe just enter the minecart, be AFK, and don't bother and just arrive at my destination without me interacting here. So I'll show you what I came up with. So here's a simple intersection. One is seed, one is wheat. So and if we are now, let's say, far away, we hop into our minecart and pick, for example, seed, and put seed in our hand. We travel up here with our seed in the hand and end up also at the seed station. Very important, we could be like 1,000 blocks away and we would not have to control anything here in this intersection. Same principle, of course, works also, for example, for wheat here. So if we go in here, let's say we want to go to the wheat station, we pick wheat, move over. Sometimes it takes a while, and it's also, all in all, just more a proof of concept that it just generally works. Probably I have to put in a few more cows in here, but yeah, eventually it will trigger off. Okay. So yeah, how it works is that the mobs are more or less evenly distributed here, especially when entity collision is on, which normally is, and they are more or less distributed. But of course, if I hold like an item in my hand, then they all, like you see, move towards here, move all onto the pressure plate, and this then at a certain power level will change the intersection. Also at a certain power level, the signal goes down here and activates this powered rail. So for example, if I switch here to wheat, then after a while they all move over here. It's more like a proof of concept, like I say. There's probably a lot of stuff that can optimize. There's enough space that they can actually walk onto this pressure plate. Also, for example, maybe make it a dark room, that you put a light here, that after you left this intersection, that they are more quickly distribute evenly because they want to walk into the light side, maybe here. And yeah, seems also to work with smaller animals a bit better than with bigger ones. So maybe instead of having cows here, maybe you have rabbits here, for example. Yeah, there's also the quantities, of course, can be fine-tuned, but for me at least it has 9 out of 10 times already with just a simple setup has worked fine, and I'm sure it can be tuned a lot more to work completely accurate. So this kind of intersection you can use with rabbits, with pigs, cows, chicken, panda, and turtles. And yeah, so you basically pick at the starting location, the destination piece of item in your hand. Also, you have, of course, a second arm slot, so I can put, for example, this into my offhand and this into my other hand. So for example, here then with wheat, I would go into this location, and then for example maybe I have another intersection which then triggers on my carrot, which leads me to another area. So I can also multiple choices can be taken here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The idea was just simply to provide something that you don't have to necessarily press a button in a hub. Maybe it's also okay to just pick an item up, hold it in your hand, and then the hub is doing the routing for you and puts you into the right spot so that you don't have to do anything manually. So yeah, that's just a small proof of concept how it could work. Thank you and bye bye.